ahead of this. You don't know the half of it. I got dreams of looking up, high as I can get. But nothing feels like how it feels to know these things I don't know yet. The weight of everything, and everything's just fate. Sometimes I'm trapped inside and I don't know what I'm gonna do. But to take on the world is the only thing that we know how to do. I've got dreams of finding out what all of this is for. It's you and me, and everywhere we go will lead to an open door.
Very sensitive, but I've heard it's amazing. Maybe once in my lifetime. I will actually try to take it in for, you know, for sustenance, but speaking of sustenance, now she's already been fed 1 kill, and that stops the pressure from the pinch, maybe from ropes all the way through A main, but Blade, or rather Boom, looks like they can still try to pinch onto the B side, but one team, they're very ready for this.
Yeah, we talked about those punish plays, and you see how far back they play, and now that they've gotten a couple of picks, they're slowly going in. And it all starts with XyuS, and that's that Viper potential, that value that you bring in. What they don't know, though, is that Blaze could have either gone through A, maybe back towards ramp, but he's still hiding inside. Tries to flick upwards, gets denied.
Thankfully enough, SEVERiNE does have Spike in hand. There's a lot of walls placed on A, but he's going to tempt fate and try to at least match his luck here. XyuS is low, so if he can hit a shot off of XyuS, that opens up the entirety of the A site. Even if the pistol, it gives him a, well, again, it gives him a shot, a chance.
Ooh, that's what we're looking out for. Based off of how much time has passed, though, Aster, I think this is the call from XyuS as well as Rainy that it's going to be a hit. He tries to double back, but gets caught out by XyuS instead.
Probably also a byproduct of such a pickup. Any case, Boom is having difficulties here. XyuS, well, me? No, you down to my Marshall.
No. It is the spray through the toxic screen, unfortunately.
Oh, ow.
And my God, for a map that Boom picked, they really are having a tough time trying to find these entrances. Everything's being smoked off and being controlled by the passive positioning from the one-team esports players.
They're trying to segment their fights, but the comp can actually go just hard onto a site with like 5 people. That's what it could be built for here on attack at the least, but they're playing slow. They're trying to catch one team off guard, but one team's just so aware. The timing also on that snake bite, beautiful, as it kind of primes up SEVERiNE to go down to Rainy, who does have the Spectre in close range. It got a bite to it, and again, through the smoke, they keep getting caught over and over again here, Quack.
Well, that's right, there's 10 seconds remaining.
10 seconds left.
We took way too much time. This is not what I was promised. XyuS spins around, winner from the top of heaven, and one team just collects on 3 rounds. No way they find this. If they overrun them together as a full squad instead, like this, they might be able to push them off. With the sprays through the nebula, a sudden triple kill comes out of nowhere. ChiaWei trying to replace his fallen teammates. Might just be in a world of hurt. Yep, punished by BerserX, and now B side completely cracked open.
I think Boom realized what I just mentioned as well. They can just push together, and it's going to be effective. There you go. Flawless round from Boom here.
Still, though, off of these tiny mistakes now. Went in for the Blade Storm, then just quickly punished. I mean, read by BerserX in that moment.
My man got fooled. He's like, is that our own wall? I mean, we got a Viper. I could pick up my blades here maybe. XyuS like just happy trying to get it up, and then curtain down.
Curtain
Sup,
down.
bro?
You thought.
You thought, but you thought
And-
wrong. Good sir.
And now they're cutting noise. Look at this from Boom. It actually baits Rainy out. We thought these guys played defensive and passive, but somehow lured out into the open. XyuS trying to play around the toxic screen, but he is greeted by 3 barrels of rifles. BerserX now going in as well. ChiaWei eliminated and pushed out. It's going to be winner, the last one left alive.
Coming in through mid, bullying with the ultimate here. But Winner's also done the same, but he doesn't find anything onto the A main angle. Rain has been solid. XyuS accompanies him with the operator, which is also a very, very big thing. But they need the assistance through B main right now. BerserX tries to isolate some angles with the Cloudburst, and it's working here. But XyuS not going to get denied. Shiro inside the smoke, can't really find too much. And he's by his lonesome, and XyuS picks up the finalizing kill with a 3K to finish.
And Boom are trying to find ways to break open the site. Look at the positioning, though. One team so ready for it. A bit of a trade, but now they have to divert their attention towards stairs. And Nebula is up. Can you really break open into the site? They still have no idea that XyuS is back site. There's a peek, the tailwind procced, and now he's looking up towards heaven. famouz tries to go in. A bit of a trade from BerserX. Not quite as tight as you'd hope, but still good enough to break in. Now he's looking for XyuS. Swaps to the shorty and dives straight in. Picks up this operator, though. And unfortunately not able to connect, but thankfully Blaze King is here to assist. Rainy now up from the top of heaven. Viper's pit deployed. We've got 20 seconds left, boys. Where is the spike plant? Up from top of heaven, they don't even need it. Shiro just peeks out and they go in together to secure the frag. Dash past it, but he's gonna go back around and straight into XyuS. Boom managed to find themselves with an open B site.
Well, to be fair, all of that noise made an A main, made one team think that maybe we can actually push through B main and catch them off. But it was a ploy, it was a trap. You activated my trap card and you fell into the hole. BerserX,
Oh no.
Finds another one. He has the blades up too. Winner. This time, he ain't gonna be the winner.
That'll be fun. But it's also a bit of a bait. Oh wow, he reads it. Expects the corner up by rope and punishes XyuS. A big opening pick from Boom Esports. And now good positioning as well. But the one thing they're lacking though, Asteroid, off of that, is big intel. I mean, look at the positioning on the minimap. His teammates are all around the B site.
And they can't actually chase for him because XyuS already used his tailwind previously. Now can hide inside. Oh, they know that there was the contact inside, but the smoke Winner still finally finds him. Thankfully enough, 4 versus 4. And the site taken. Spike plant delayed a little bit through the nade toss of famouz. And it's going to be a full-blown fight for the site. We'll see how this goes.
Just trying to go in for that retake. You still have Blaze King up by the top of heaven, but no way! They let XyuS stay in that corner. Not checked, not good. And the only one left that can bring us back is Blaze King. He gets dinked as well. Down to red HP, and he is just stuck, Aserai. Maybe thinking about going back towards ramp or staying alive long enough to die to the spike. Goes in for the peek instead, but unfortunately whiffing the shots. Rainy finds that win instead. It's 6-7 now. You still have 2 on A, and now they have to rotate over. This takes so much time. BerserX, if he cannot land this shot, this is going to be painful. Oh, here's the satchel though, and he's looking for Winner. Takes him down instead and brings us to an even fight. I say that, Rainy just drops onto them. And all of a sudden, the side broken open. It's going to be that retake play coming in. famouz tries to chip them and buy a little bit more time for Shiro to get into position. Spots down the star. And the gravity well doesn't quite pull players in. In fact, Shiro loses his head. Oh, this is a little bit devastating as famouz cannot quite connect.
SEVERiNE's actually holding mid, so that's why you were seeing 2 players actually hold up aggressive on A main. Blaze King's been spotted, but again, the smokes are there, and they can't flush him out.
Oh, Well, turns out they can if they just peek into it. Shiro will be able to find a double, but XyuS gets a double of his own. famouz on the site has to be the one to stay alive and anchor, but unfortunately not quite able to do it. Teammates from the top of heaven, though, and still trying to shoot them down. Deny that spike plant. There are only 5 seconds left. Follow along with the Seeker. This guy could be concussed. He might die to something. Oh, with 10 HP, he will not survive. And boom, Esports finds themselves a lead.
Is winner naded the wrong area, the wrong angle, but maybe, just maybe. Oh,
What?
see that? They actually committed the showstopper just because they feared the judge that much.
It's so expensive though, Asterai. And at the same time, Blaze King actually peeking out because of that showstopper. I mean, it is a worthy kill, and it gives them a bit of access towards B Heaven. And with that, the Cosmic Divide, potentially, they go even further into the site itself. They take out famouz away from the equation, and the only one left is SEVERiNE. Look at how he's playing though. Just trying to stay alive down at the bottom of hell. Hears noise from above and tries to play around. So sneaky. XyuS will be able to snuff him out though. 10 seconds remaining. He has to stick the spike plant, and Shiro is banking on that fact. Takes out Rainy. Now with Garage Presence, he goes out. But the drop from BerserX, just a bit of noise, and XyuS goes in for the punish. It's a 1-on-2 with a Viper's Pit, well, 1-on-1, excuse me, with a Viper's Pit up. How do you play around this? You have to tap, you have to kind of get your opponent to show and reveal himself first. The flick comes out from Shiro. A headshot to boot. What? 1 point away from match point. And Boom Esports, having won that many rounds in a row, like, this could be really problematic for one team. If they can't find a round right now, their economy could be broken, and they're spending so much just to bank in on it. XyuS trying to flush a couple out of position. He peeks out of his Cloudburst at the right time. ChiaWei to assist. And they should have the site. Cloudburst is a bit of a one-way, and that discourages the peek out from SEVERiNE. They go back towards Heaven instead. Maybe a better angle from here? No, it's
probably a save. That wall is about to go down, and SEVERiNE, now that he spots nobody actually coming through ropes, has chance to sneak up right behind, gives him access to that Seegers, and the hand of one team has been forced, has been exposed. They know exactly where they are, and you can already see that with the movement of Boom around the minimap.
Yeah, you don't have pocket aces. I'm calling your bluff, says Boom Esports. Still, though, it's going to be one team trying to find what they can, pushing in towards the site. BerserX with a punish, famouz with a hold. And this sends ChiaWei reeling, just trying to run away, but he goes into the open arms of Blaze King. What a read, the game sense.
They're hidden on this. Wow, Shiro's just going to check it, and Rainy's not going to know better.
That's, well, thought they would have reacted to it, but no. Back towards mid, and hearing all of this utility, SEVERiNE is very aware, and he's calling it out from his teammates too. I don't know, XyuS lurking out by A, like, unless he can find a pick, that's not the greatest position to hold at this point, and Boom are very much so in control over the entire map, Asterai.
I agree, and with seconds, or rather 30 seconds down to that clock, half a minute, it feels like one team are losing so many options. And Boom goes to Dynamite, XyuS in a corner, SEVERiNE doesn't even have to peek this, Cloudburst gives it away. Does he have a flash, or will he dry peek the push here? XyuS gonna have to try to do something, because that spike is nowhere near being planted. And it's the blink of an eye, man. I just looked away for a second, and you see Boom cleaning up house, getting game number 1.
A lot of experience gained too. I mean, we were talking about the punish plays, and yesterday it was Rainy who was the one with the highest ACS on the team. So expecting that performance again for today, but right now at the very least, it's going to be led by XyuS with the team in towards the B site. Boom trying to play off of this, only managing to find a couple of trades, which are kind of hurting them at the same time. They don't have the numbers.
Yeah, and with the weaker weapons from the classics for Blaze King and SEVERiNE. They might need to push up onto B main to maybe pick up the fallen pistols, better pistols of their teammates. I'm just looking into things.
Last player standing.
Yeah, SEVERiNE's by himself. Paranoia thrown out, but his positioning has been exposed. And look at the angles here. 3 versus 1 is a tall hill to climb, and he'll fumble all the way down.
You know what? Next round, it's still a buy from one team, and of course, Boom just trying to buy up again. Bulldogs, a judge from Blaze King, and they're trying to hold out outside of main, but they keep on going in for the fights. BerserX, though, just a double for a second, and then punched down by ChiaWei. Blaze King, he's like trying to spam and find them, but they're not to be found. They're tucked away, hiding up on top.
He's making noise with a judge too, so they know that he has the shotgun. They've committed.
Is it like a warning sign?
They've committed the double
Oh.
smoke. Oh, his head's just about to show up. He's lucky. XyuS is just like an inch, a centimeter away for spotting him. He's gonna have to drop down as the drone is there. Gives away his position. Nobody re-attacking top short as you see SEVERiNE just frantically peeking through mid, peeking through B main, making sure that one team is not encompass any other control here. But the thing is, Boom, they respect. No more smokes, no more control and aiming. They back away. But as they hear the utilities being thrown out, they know it's going to be somewhat of a kerfuffle. Double cloud burst is not going to be enough though.
Oh, all angles held. The reveal comes through, but not quite landing the shots. That one just cannot break through. Boom. What a defense. They're trying to find that gap towards mid because that is how they managed to find the B site before. But it's not quite working out this time. The spike in towards A. Oh! They only have, oh my god, Sheriffs, but here comes the Blade Storm. XyuS. We were talking about it. This is how he plays up by mid, especially with the updraft. He finds a quick double. Weapons retreat for his teammates. A bit of a lurk from Rainy, but the footsteps kind of causing him to turn the wrong way.
That's going to give them a bit of an upset feeling here for Boom for losing that mid control. As XyuS ready to get the double kill. It was on switch. They were just bunkered up there for some reason. Hold up. This is... they have better, they have more bodies. Weapons might not be as much, but this is still going to be a risk. No flashes anymore from BerserX here. Checking through the smoke, popping shots, hoping that maybe a wall bang can take one away. XyuS still challenging, and XyuS is going to get claim, lay claim. One more, and he gets himself an ace, but Blaze King denies, but there's still 2 players to deal with, and that spike is already screaming explosion.
Your guards don't have the greatest range, especially with Blaze King. So he's just holding up, making sure that they don't push into door. But guess what? YanLi with a fragment. XyuS just going in again. Famouz, all the hopes and dreams are on his shoulders, and he tries to find it. Manages to get the first. Shiro with a shock dart, but that's the best they can go for. Hunter's Fury
can
now.
Stop it.
Will he buy enough time?
Yes!
One more hit. Oh! That's game! Whoa! What did we just witness?
It's again, Boom, knowing, understanding the situation, understanding, and Famouz understanding in that point that they gotta push through the smoke. We've stopped them from, again, we've stopped them from pushing up into the site. We were able to direct it fair enough, and I think we're gonna see Famouz, yep, got the blades, and here it is. Pushes through the smoke. He doesn't miss the opportunity to at least get a kill, and then his teammate Shiro doesn't let his teammates' efforts go to waste. The lockdown, so it's just going to be a full-blown retake. The thing is, Shiro, can he at least take someone away before he gets locked or detained himself?
I think he's just going to get detained.
He got smoked off.
Oh no. And, well, a bit of support from the team, but nobody really here to come and just catch him as he falls. Unfortunate. SEVERiNE got clipped out from the smoke as well. So 3 on 5. Not impossible if they can find more picks. This is a great start. The flash comes out from BerserX, and you were talking about him, Asteroid, but unfortunately, just the angle being held by Winner. And that's the punish coming in from one team. 2 players left, though, and Boom still very much in the fight. They're trying to stay in the thick of it. Famouz, one from the lane, the other out from Canoe. They continue to push in off of the flash, but It's only good for one. The trades come through, and Blaze doesn't have that much time left. The double peek says that it's lights out. Puts one team up by 1.
See, look at how many players they've actually called back in here.
Yeah.
The thing is, Famous, if they can flash for him well enough, he's not going to get really punished at this point. Wait! There was one that pushed up through! No! Wall! Glass is actually winner, but he gets traded up immediately.
A little bit unfortunate. Famous now re-scoping, re-peeking, will be able to punish main. A bit of a flash though. Oh my god, YanLi sets up XyuS for the perfect double kill. Now it's up to SEVERiNE. Comes through Garden, and he's got quite the number of obstacles ahead of him. 2 inside of Hell, and they could double peek at the same time. Just ChiaWei with a crosshair placement shuts him down.
Concentrate the utility into one specific location and just try to catch them as they stand. That is utility, and that is utility that catches SEVERiNE with, well, XyuS right up in his face immediately.
Switching up that pace. Shiro spends the Hunter's Fury too, and it just catches one, but the spike will still go down. So we're in for a big old retake, Asterai.
No retake indeed. Ooh. Utility to flush out XyuWei, and he is bravely spraying through the paranoia. Unfortunately, he's not going to connect, and BerserX silences him. And right beside him, the Null Command keeps BerserX alive, gives him that information, but it's all for naught. Blaze King whiffs the shot. He puts XyuS down.
Same setup as yesterday, though. I mean, not the exact same, but same idea. And I think Boom kind of prepared for this. Look at all those footsteps, all that noise up from heaven, just coming up from behind. But right behind them at the same time is the rest of the one-team squad, ready to deny that spike plant, spending the utility. They drop down. A couple of players from Hell, though, will be able to answer right back, and that's Blaze King with the Frenzy. A double kill, answering through. XyuS, the last one left. He's got to go, so the taps have to be sharp. He will be able to get the first. 22 HP, though. Oh, my God, and Blaze just looks for him, baited out into the open.
We've seen that in the previous game, but you're absolutely right. YanLi has just been phenomenal. 17 assists already all throughout, and this is just becoming a thorn for Boom to just pick off. It's just so problematic, and they haven't closed the door. Maybe it's broken through. If they can't deal with XyuWei, Winner's still going to be pushing in on this, and finally they do. And this gives them a little bit of a chance. Winner finds the pick onto SEVERiNE, which places every single player of Boom inside of the site. Thankfully enough, they have some utilities to keep things a little bit maybe even. But with Winner getting the kill here, I'm just saying words right now.
I mean, they're trying to turn things around. They're trying to get a little bit proactive. They're forced to go out. And the lockdown will be destroyed, thankfully. Still just trying to play around the positioning, though. Blaze tries to go in for that burst, but my God, one team with a push out from stairs, they managed to pull them apart.
Mid is going to be safe with the alarm bot. It's actually placed quite far. And Blaze King. Okay.
Come on.
Just 21 seconds. They have to start pushing in the trigger. How is this happening? They're finding these picks out of nowhere. Famous isolates the fight against Rainy. Rainy not ready for it. And somehow, some way, Boom. They found themselves access to the A side and even a numbers advantage here on the post.
I mean, you know what? You were talking about it. One team were not faced. That much is true. XyuS with the Blade Storm. It's always something that Boom hasn't quite expected. And here it comes. It strikes Blaze King face first. Completely blinded. Tried to turn away, but just cannot play off of it. And that means controller's gone. XyuS finds yet another free weapons. They continue to push into the site, but without the dark cover that Blaze King could have provided, the team looks like they're starting to fall apart, man. It's 2-1-4.
Oh my God.
Shiro.
He just threw the needle there, but XyuS so aware, so prepared. BerserX, he has very little room to work in, very little room to wiggle in. And did you realize that was the play that Sersha did yesterday against one team? And one team took note of that. They're on the they're on the driver's seat. They don't really need to fear anything. And the problem is this setup from BerserX might be good for flushing out the back of halls, but XyuS position is yet to get dealt with. And there it is. Yep.
Got the trades going through, but the Hunter's Fury and YanLi on the site, it's been completely blocked off, anchored down. Shiro just trying to find an entrance through short. It's unfortunate against 9. You don't have a pass. I'm sorry. SEVERiNE's the last guy left, and without that many kills to his name, he really. It's just so difficult, so oppressing at this point. The door's shut in his face, Asterai. What are your options right now? You got 10 seconds left.
No time. Even if he gets into the side, winner's still there. And you need a good 10 seconds to maybe catch winner off. No time, nah. GG's. That's gonna be game number 3, and out of nowhere, Rainy actually goes from the shadows just to catch him off as a fadeaway kill. Solidify the second game. Every single game, every single round is gonna be so crucial. And how did XyuS just bypass Blaze King out of nowhere? Shiro not really phasing away from the situation. Oh, that Yukandar is going to screw him over because they're already near and dear to him, right beside him. And one team pushing up, pushing in. They got the sight. There's the flag coming in from famouz. He's denying them, but he's also not getting any help from his teammates because they're stuck at the back of the A site.
I got to be honest, Asterai. I think Boom were a little bit slow. Oh my god! Slow on the utility of this one. A sudden quadra from XyuS now. He's being chased and hunted from behind, but guess what? His teammates are now on the other side. He's still got the classic, looking for the ace, and we will get it in round number 1.
It seems like the woes from that Ascent map start heavy in the minds of Boom, as it seems like they just weren't fast enough to deal with. They saw the push. You saw.
They heard the footsteps.
They heard the footsteps coming into Hookah, and there was nothing. And then famouz, who was just basically 1v4ing, not hitting any shots. As I mentioned, nobody was playing with him. They were stuck at the back.
In the meantime, one team headed in towards B.
Oh my god, he blinded himself for a second time too. Can't get away, and SEVERiNE punished, pays with his life.
Well, at least Blaze is alive, and he can play around tube. Is he going to challenge this angle? Shiro is behind him. Thought they were going to hold outside of Hookah, but they actually peek into this. They want to take the fight against it. The dink was good. Oh, and the double spray.
Kind of got the idea there. Nobody could really push through Hookah anyways, and if they do, I mean, SEVERiNE was, or rather ChiaWei was already down, so might as well keep the pressure pushed up. And this is going to dwindle, if not just limit the opportunities for one. They saw a winner. Well, push for push, back for back. And XyuS, not knowing the king was lurking at elbow.
This Viper's Pit really funnels one team in towards the A site, and 3 players are here just waiting to spring that trap. BerserX, oh my god, Satchel right past him. famouz heard it, tries to go in for that peek, but how are you? What? He's not on Jet, but he's still able to come up with such crazy plays. ChiaWei now outside of the teleporter. Blaze kind of pinned down. Gets tagged through the wall.
30 seconds
it's up to Shiro, but he gets a read on the spike going through the teleporter. Can't quite find the shot.
You're really seeing the fruits of that region and its aggression just right here and right now.
Answering back in. Blaze King pushing out too.
Yep.
Spike retrieved, and that's going to be one team now just trying to fight back, but how do you fight this? You hear the shouting, you hear the yelling, Asterai, and ChiaWei is scared.
Oh my
Pulls out his knife at the wrong time too. Oh my goodness. Is what you need for that mental reset, and it works great for Boom Esports. XyuS now getting tripped up by it too. Definitely shaking with all of this. The showstopper not quite connect. Seekers will be able to get some information, but then comes the orbital strike. They stay away from it. But look at what's happening behind them, SRI.
Oh,
All
they're
the way
aware.
around market, yep.
Because of the Seekers from ChiaWei here. Spotted the flank coming in from Boom Esports as well. That's why Boom is just so trapped on A short, but they have to figure something out to break through of this because famouz, he still has a nade. He can throw it right then and there. So Winner has to hit the shot or else it's going to be curtains for his teammate.
Oh!
And the Tour de Force, definitely a force to be reckoned with as Winner is able to capitalize so well into things. Third, could have been the fourth, but Shiro finally puts a plug on that, but the damage has been done. That's the 4 versus 1. And Shiro's just gonna have to just save the weapon.
Look at how Boom Esports are playing.
Oh my god!
Ah,
He opened Pandora's box there, Quack.
everything's flying out at him. He made a mistake. That was unfortunate, but the whole team from Boom actually just takes the teleporter through too. What they do not know though, I think they spotted Winner actually.
They did.
Oh my, what? What? They were trying to hunt him down! He just goes in for the repeat after repeat after repeat! Oh, and ChiaWei! He slams it down. This was not supposed to happen this way. Boom Esports doesn't quite have the range at this distance. XyuS makes it through. We've got the Poison Cloud. We're making our way in. We're trying to spam through the box, and XyuS just dodges it like a boss with the satchel. Blaze still holding on to Lambs, though. Will be able to slice him in half. And then the Viper's Pit comes out. We've got 15 seconds left. Can Boom turn this around? ChiaWei makes the quick call to head over to the other side. Blaze catches him, tries to chase, but the spike has been delivered over to B. We've got one more player here, though, and that's going to be Rainy. Too far off the map, and Boom punishes them in full. And I think one team are making a play, banking on the fact that they're not going to watch their backs. Well, they managed to push in, but a flank is coming through on the other side. Blaze will be aware of it, but no! Can't quite win the duel. XyuS still deadly and fatal. Picks up a quick double now. Pushing on forward still is going to be XyuS as well. Despite the spike being planted, we don't have that many players left alive. In terms of HP too. Oh my god, just completely surrounded.
He's setting up for another play. One team, again, playing this way better than what we were expecting, and they are reaping the benefits of it. XyuS immediately repositions, aware that as he loses his teammate, Bats is open for the taking. But Boom. Ah, man, because they don't really have... I mean, they do have two initiators, so I wonder, like, why are they playing this slow? Trailblazer's not being used by SEVERiNE. Maybe he wants to use it for post plant or maybe somewhere deeper on U-Haul. Now they set things up. Rainy is safe by himself. TP from XyuS, or rather the push out from XyuS on Bats. This is going to be tough.
You're going to have to clear it.
Whoa.
But oh my god!
They couldn't even clear that.
I mean, they were aware of it, but they weren't quite able to land the shot for whatever reason. Rainy was just a little bit more prepared.
One enemy remaining.
And still now, it's going to be the rest of the one-team squad pushing in, going for that, well, spike choke. Like, Shiro cannot do anything with this. He can't retrieve it, not unless he finds some picks. And given the positions from one team, Recon instantly shot out of the air. You peek out from the other side of Lamps. What are you going to do? Heaven being held. He gets the first one, but XyuS instantly traded. You talked about how fast they were evolving. I mean, my god. Winner gets another first pick. XyuS dancing with danger, and he likes it. Trying to keep them at bay too. The Seekers now being sent out. Finally, famouz will come back in to wrap around. With a quick double, they managed to dismiss away these defensive positions from the one-team players. Spike not still committed to the site. That's okay because we've got the numbers this time around. Watching the angle onto the top of Heaven, that's going to be Rainy gone. One player left, and that's Winner. He wants to save that operator for sure. And I mean, Winner still has that operator, so he has huge potential just to shut that down. Fires off a warning shot and rendezvous away. Here comes that showstopper though. XyuS concussed. Thankfully, SEVERiNE will be able to come in to find that pick. And now just trying to keep them at bay. Checking Bath's winner, holding the angle, paint shells, deletes Rainy. And here comes the rest of the squad. They heard that teleported through. Oh my god, but winner lands a shot. Now they're gonna have to run away through the teleporter, trying to deliver that spike as quick as possible. XyuS will be the first to make it onto the site, but his team a little bit far away from behind him. Blaze King lurking on the A site still has the option to go through the hookah teleporter.
He has double snakebite. Does he have a lineup from short?
Ooh.
There's a possibility that it could be. Well, no, he has a TP right now. If he can survive and not actually get screwed over as he comes out through hookah here, that's going to be huge.
Oh, Viper's
No, he actually gets picked off by winner. What is happening? Shiro gets picked off as a second victim. And SEVERiNE, he's got to have to keep the dream alive.
Oh
but
my
no.
god.
One team positioning a lot for this A side push. Winner is no way he actually. What?
Just a walking peak, Azrai. Just a walking peak.
I mean, when you're this hot, you gotta do everything that. No way! He actually got saved by the satchel, but still Rainy gets the pick. Okay, this gives a bit of chance for Boom, but the numbers not in their advantage. Rainy's about to throw out the orbital strike. That's gonna delay them even further. And again, look at the flag here coming in through from ChiaWei as the rest of Boom not knowing where to peek. Thankfully enough, they're prepared to just basically pick anywhere. If they don't know where to peek, pick everywhere. And they get the contact and they get the W on that one. Still not the end though, as they haven't planted the spike and there's still one coming out from the spawn, and that's ChiaWei, and he's waiting for winner to come in and assist him.
Did spot him out though. Here's a drop too in BerserX. Unfortunately, XyuS a little bit too early. Winner with the operator still now is going to go off for that save.
And Boom not taking any chances, actually using both the drone and the dog very early on. BerserX so aware. XyuS, no way. He's still able to clear out 2 players in the blink of an eye. Winner supplements it with the kill on the tour de force. And he's just turned over its head. 2 versus 1, or 2 versus 3, excuse me. Blaze King.
Oh!
No. This is falling so far bad for the rest, and any hopes, any chances of regulation has just been countered, not by winner, not by XyuS, but rather by XyuU, just hitting shots like a demon, like a thief in the night.
Completely robbed away Asarai.